The Prince of Wales first moved into the charitable spheres when he set up the Prince's Trust back in 1976, as he was looking for a fulfilling occupation as the heir to the throne. Charles said a lot of the public didn't see the point of his charity initially, but it is now one of the most successful funding organizations in the UK. He went on to become the president of 19 organizations, all under the name the Prince's Charities. His humanitarian work is undoubtedly one of the most successful elements of the legacy the Prince of Wales has built for himself over the last 70 years, but, as he starts to prepare himself to inherit the throne, he has gradually started to step back from his other commitments. 3 years ago, he decided to put his former aide Michael Fawcett in charge of the Prince's Foundation, while his cousin David Linley, also known as the second Earl of Snowdon, would be second in command. The Prince's Foundation focuses on planning, designing and building and was founded in 1986 by Charles himself, and so is evidently close to his heart. Yet, royal correspondent Richard Kay pointed out, what is puzzling to many palace insiders is why, if he wanted a family member inside his charity organization, didn't the prince ask one of his sons to do it? Writing back in 2018, Mr. Kay claimed, neither Harry nor William can be said to be overworked, and a seat at their father's table would surely give them valuable insight into responsibilities that one day will fall to them. He added, privately, it was murmured that Charles was content not to involve his sons because they have their own charitable projects to which they are committed, but long-standing courtiers suggest the prince tiptoes around his sons to avoid confrontation. His cousin, Earl Snowdon, is thought to have real-world experience as a businessman for his furniture business called Linley. He has proudly pointed out in the past that his parents, Princess Margaret and Anthony Armstrong-Jones, set both him and his sister on our own career paths. Mr. Kay continued, friends say he and Charles have formed a close bond over the years through their mutual love of craftsmanship, and one might further suggest, their shared fondness for the finer things in life. Despite handing the Prince's Foundation's reins to his cousin, the Prince of Wales is thought to have always wanted one of his sons to take over the larger charity, the Prince's Trust, one day. Martina Milburn, chief executive of the Prince's Trust, told the Mail on Sunday, the Prince is still very committed and involved. H is a workaholic and somehow he fits everything in. She added, if the Duke of Cambridge or Prince Harry take over then it would be a family matter and that's to be discussed. A source also said, William has said that he has been asked to take on the trust, but he has mixed feelings about it. He has his own charitable foundation and he wants to make his own mark. If he takes on his father's legacy, then it means he can't create his own. That same year, William revealed how much he admired his father for setting up so many varied charities. He explained that Charles has an insurmountable amount of duty in him, and that's where a lot of his passion and drive comes from. Harry agreed, and said, the advice that he, Charles, can give us based on the contacts he has made over the years is incredible. You can actually ring him up and say, I'm in a bit of pickle here, or even better, you can offload stuff. It seems increasingly unlikely that Harry will have a hand in the management of any of Charles's charities as he officially left royal life behind a year ago. He now has his own commercial ventures, Archwell Productions and Archwell Audio, alongside his non-profit organization, Archwell Trust, which he has built with his wife Meghan Markle. Harry has continued to work the international tournament for wounded or injured veterans, the Invictus Games, which is his own project he started in 2014. Even back in 2019, Harry indicated that he was moving away from the traditional royal nonprofits already in place when he decided to split from the Royal Foundation. This was a charitable vehicle he set up with his brother William back in 2007, and which Kate joined when she became a working royal in 2011. Meghan was a patron of the Royal Foundation at one point too, but the four royals wanted to move the organization in different directions, leading the Sussexes to break away. They briefly set up the Sussex Foundation, but this was disbanded when they officially quit their royal duties.